Trans kids exist just like lesbian and gay kids exist. The thing is, it's people like you running your mouth like this that end up making it almost impossible for them to become adults. You see, you've probably been misled to the idea that parents are having their young children have surgeries, but you don't understand that quite literally you have better chances of getting hit by lightning over 300 times in your lifetime than ever meeting somebody who's had any sort of surgery before they were 18 years old that was gender affirming. And understand that a very significant percentage of those surgeries that take place that are gender affirming care are for girls who have breast reductions because it's hurting them as they're growing up. Their breasts are too large and that ends up causing them back problems. Gender affirming care, which I'm sure is sending you in a spiral right now thinking about, is just the idea that if a kid wants to change their name or start wearing clothes that more closely identify with the apparel that they think would make them feel comfortable in their own skin, you let them do it. They meet with psychologists for many years, and then when they hit the appropriate age, they would have surgery. That is a very long path down the road. But what it does is it saves these kids' lives. Because whether you realize it or not, the LGBTQ community is 2 times more likely to commit self-harm than their straight counterparts. Whether you like it or not, 50% of the homeless youth in this country is part of the LGBTQ community because of people like you who think it's a phase and it will go away and try and tell their kids that what they feel and what they know they are is just a phase and they need to get over it. And that's proven because if just one parent shows any sort of morsel of support for somebody who's part of the LGBTQ community in front of their kids, those kids are 60% less likely to commit self-harm or obviously be homeless. The only thing that is a phase and the only thing that people end up realizing in the end is a huge mistake and they regret it for the rest of their lives are the people who grow up as adults and have children who are theirs or family members or friends of theirs and talk like this in front of those kids. Because those kids become adults one day and in their heads they rewind through time and they remember their little Anderson or whatever your name is here saying something homophobic and they realize you hate them. They realize before they ever even acknowledge who they are that you hate them. You do that to them and you're the one who ends up regretting and realizing it was a phase, that your homophobia was a phase, that you were wrong. Anyways, I didn't change my hats very much in this video. Sorry, I just did too because it was important to this topic. We employ trans employees, and you know what I've heard from them? They realized pretty early on when they were kids that they were part of that community. And they're amazing people, and they're very happy right now because they had supportive family, unlike you. If you wanted these hats, this one or the one that says protect trans kids, they're available right there in my TikTok shop. LGBTQ owned and operated business. Be better.